God says, "This is my final warning. If you skip this, you will suffer great losses. Do not take this as a joke. Listen to God now. Don't scroll past. My child, do not rush away from these words because they carry a weight that your heart must hear right now. I am speaking with urgency because something important stands at the doorway of your life. If you ignore this moment, you may walk past a blessing that was meant to protect you from loss and sorrow. Before you continue, write Amen in the comments as a declaration that your heart is open to receive what I am about to reveal. You must understand that this warning is not spoken to frighten you, but to awaken you. I see the path ahead of you more clearly than you see the ground beneath your feet. I know the storms that attempt to rise against you and the silent traps placed in your journey. This is why I am calling you to stop and listen with patience, because what I am revealing is meant to shield you from harm and guide you toward the protection I have already prepared. Do not treat this moment lightly, because I rarely speak in such direct urgency. There are times when I allow silence so that faith can grow quietly inside your heart. Yet today, I break that silence because the choices before you carry consequences that reach further than you realize. I am pulling you back from a direction that would drain your peace and steal what I have planned to multiply in your life. Your struggles have not gone unnoticed by me. I have watched every night when your thoughts were heavy, and every morning when you forced yourself to stand again despite the weight pressing against your spirit. I saw the disappointment that tried to convince you that nothing good was coming. Yet I have never stepped away from you, and I have never forgotten the promises I placed inside your life before you even understood them. Take a moment to press the like button on this video, because that small action allows these words to reach others who also need to hear my voice today. The warning I am giving you today is simple but powerful. Do not continue walking in the same direction that your fear has been pushing you toward. Fear whispers lies that make you believe you must rush, grasp, and struggle alone. My guidance calls you to pause, listen, and trust that the path I reveal will protect what belongs to you. If you follow only your worry, you will lose energy, peace, and opportunities that were meant to strengthen your future. There are people around you whose influence quietly pulls you away from the direction I prepared for you. Some speak words that seem harmless, yet their advice is rooted in doubt rather than faith. Others carry intentions that are not pure, even if they smile in your presence. I am asking you to open your eyes and recognize the difference between voices that build you and voices that slowly weaken your spirit. You may wonder why I chose this moment to speak with such urgency. The answer is simple: because a turning point is approaching in your life. A door is about to open, but if your heart is distracted or your attention is misplaced, you could walk past it without realizing what was waiting for you. I do not want you to miss what I prepared after all the battles you have endured. The losses I warned about are not only financial or material. Loss can appear as missed opportunities, broken trust, and the quiet fading of dreams that once burned brightly inside you. When people ignore my guidance, they often believe they still have time to correct their direction later. Yet many blessings are connected to timing, and hesitation can sometimes allow the moment to pass beyond reach. Still, do not allow this warning to fill your heart with anxiety. My purpose is always protection, never punishment. I am drawing your attention because I love you deeply and because your life carries purpose that reaches beyond what you can currently see. Even when the world around you feels uncertain, my hand remains steady over your path. You have been chosen to experience restoration after hardship. The difficulties that surrounded you were never meant to destroy you, but to refine your strength and deepen your understanding of my presence. Every tear, every setback, and every moment of doubt has been seen by me. None of it was wasted, and none of it escaped my attention. Right now, I am inviting you to stand firmly in trust rather than fear. Let the noise of confusion fade for a moment and allow my voice to become clear inside your thoughts. When you choose to listen carefully, you will notice the subtle guidance that begins to direct your next steps. That guidance will lead you away from the losses I warned about and toward the blessings already waiting for you. If you believe that I am guiding your life, even through difficult seasons, write 1111 in the comments as a sign of faith that you are ready to follow where I lead. Understand that my warning also carries a promise. I do not call your attention simply to point out danger. I speak because I intend to lead you safely through it. When you choose obedience and patience, you step into a protection that the world cannot easily explain. Doors begin to align, unexpected help appears, and the path that once looked dark slowly fills with light. You have reached a moment where my guidance must become more important than the noise around you. The world constantly tells you to chase what others are chasing and measure your life against their progress. When you follow that pressure, your heart becomes tired and your mind grows restless. I am asking you to release that pressure and listen carefully to the path I am opening specifically for you. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. The losses I warned about often begin with small decisions that seem harmless at first. A step taken in impatience can slowly lead you away from the protection I prepared for you. A choice made in fear can cause you to miss the opportunity that was waiting just a little further ahead. I am reminding you that wisdom comes from pausing long enough to hear my voice before you act. You have been carrying worries that others cannot see. Some of those concerns involve your future, your finances, and the stability of the life you are trying to build. I see those worries clearly, and I know the moments when they have kept you awake at night. Yet even in those moments, I have been working quietly behind the scenes to arrange what you cannot yet see. Write 777 inches the comments if you believe that I am guiding your life even when the path seems uncertain. Many times, my protection appears in ways that people overlook. I may close a door that you thought would solve your problems. I may delay something that you believed should happen immediately. In those moments, it is easy to feel confused, but those delays are often the very shield that prevents greater loss from entering your life. You must begin to trust that my timing carries wisdom that human understanding cannot always recognize. I see the hidden consequences of every path, and I know which roads lead to peace and which ones lead to regret. When I urge you to stop and listen, it is because I am protecting something valuable that belongs in your future. I am guiding you away from harm that you may not yet recognize. There are also people who have quietly prayed for you without your knowledge. Their prayers have risen like a shield around your life during seasons when you felt alone. Those prayers have reached me, and I have responded by keeping my hand over your path. You are not walking through life as unnoticed as you sometimes believe. My warning is also a reminder that your attention matters more than you realize. The world is filled with distractions that pull your focus away from the direction I am showing you. Endless noise tries to keep your mind occupied, so that you miss the quiet moments when I am guiding you. That is why I spoke so clearly at the beginning, because I needed your attention before the moment passed. Do not allow doubt to convince you that your life is ordinary or forgotten. I formed you with purpose, long before you understood the meaning of that word. I placed gifts inside your heart that are meant to bless not only your own life, but also the lives of others. When you follow my guidance, those gifts begin to awaken in ways that bring unexpected change. The enemy of your peace would prefer that you ignore this warning. Distraction is one of the most effective tools used against people who carry purpose. When your attention drifts constantly from one thing to another, it becomes difficult to recognize the direction I am showing you. That is why I am encouraging you to slow down and let my voice become steady inside your thoughts. I am not asking you to become perfect. I am asking you to become aware. Awareness allows you to recognize when I am guiding you toward a better choice. Awareness helps you notice when a path feels wrong, even though it appears attractive on the surface. When you listen carefully, your spirit will begin to recognize the difference. You are stronger than the struggles that tried to define your life. Every challenge you endured has quietly prepared you for what is coming next. Strength was growing inside you even during the moments when you believed you were simply surviving. That strength will soon become clear as you begin walking in the direction I prepared. Write 5 inches, the comments if you trust that change is coming into your life through my guidance. You may have noticed that certain opportunities have appeared and then disappeared quickly. Sometimes you felt frustrated because you believed those chances were your breakthrough. Yet I allowed some of those doors to close because they were not aligned with the future I prepared for you. What I am preparing now will bring greater peace than anything you felt you lost before. I am also asking you to guard your heart from voices that constantly feed fear. Fear has a way of making people feel rushed and desperate. When fear controls your thinking, you begin making choices that come from panic rather than wisdom. My guidance brings calm even in difficult situations, and that calm will help you make decisions that protect your future. Remember that my warnings are always connected to my love for you. A loving father does not remain silent when danger approaches his child. He calls out loudly because he wants that child to stop and turn toward safety. In the same way, my voice reached you today so that you would not walk past the protection waiting for you. The path ahead may still contain challenges, but those challenges will no longer control your direction. When you walk with awareness of my presence, obstacles become lessons rather than barriers. Each step forward begins to reveal more of the plan that I have been preparing quietly for you. Do not allow the mistakes of your past to convince you that you are unworthy of the blessings I have prepared. Your past does not disqualify you from my favor. In fact, many of the lessons you learned through those struggles are the very things that will help you recognize the right path now. You are not listening to these words by accident. Moments like this happen when your spirit is ready to receive guidance that can change the direction of your life. I am leading you toward restoration, not loss. The warning you heard earlier is simply the light that helps you see where the safe path begins. Many people believe that warnings from me are meant to scare them, but the truth is very different. My warnings are acts of mercy because they give you the chance to choose a better direction before the consequences of a wrong path unfold. When I speak strongly, it is because something important is at stake in your life. I am protecting what belongs to you before it can be taken away by careless choices or harmful influences. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual, now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations, it's all becoming possible. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You may not realize how many times I have already intervened to protect you. There were moments when situations could have turned against you, yet something unexpected shifted at the last second. A conversation changed direction, an opportunity disappeared, or a delay occurred that frustrated you at the time. Those moments were not accidents, because they were pieces of my protection working quietly in your favor. There are still situations ahead where that protection will continue to guide you. However, protection becomes stronger when your heart is willing to listen. When you remain aware of my voice, you recognize when something feels wrong, even if it appears attractive on the surface. That awareness helps you step away from paths that would drain your peace and lead you toward the blessings I prepared. Write 999 inches, the comments, if you believe that my protection has already been working in your life, even when you did not see it clearly. The losses I warned about earlier are often connected to distraction and impatience. When people feel pressure from the world around them, they sometimes rush into decisions without seeking my guidance first. That rushing can cause them to overlook the quiet signals that would have helped them choose wisely. I am calling you to move with patience so that each decision becomes stronger and more secure. You have been through seasons where it felt like progress was painfully slow. At times you wondered why certain breakthroughs seemed delayed, while others around you appeared to move forward easily. What you did not see was that those slower seasons were building a foundation inside you. I was strengthening your character, teaching you resilience, and preparing you to handle greater blessings without losing your balance. Many blessings require a heart that has been shaped by patience. Without patience, a person might receive something valuable and then lose it quickly because they were not prepared to protect it. I have been preparing you so that when the right opportunities appear, you will recognize their value and handle them with wisdom. The waiting you experienced was never wasted. You are also learning the difference between temporary excitement and lasting peace. Some paths create immediate excitement, but eventually lead to stress and regret. Other paths begin quietly, yet grow into stability and joy over time. I am guiding you toward the second kind of path because it carries the future that truly belongs to you. There will soon be moments when choices appear in front of you. Some will look attractive but will carry hidden burdens that could drain your energy and resources. Others may seem simple at first, but will contain the growth and stability you have been hoping for. My warning earlier was meant to sharpen your awareness so that you recognize the difference between these two directions. Write 1212 in the comments if you trust that I am guiding your decisions toward peace and stability. Another reason I called you to listen carefully today is because your life carries influence that reaches beyond yourself. The strength you are developing will eventually help others who are struggling in similar ways. When people see the peace that grows in your life, they will begin to believe that hope is possible for them as well. Your journey is becoming a quiet testimony of resilience and faith. You may not always feel strong, but strength does not always appear as loud confidence. Sometimes strength looks like waking up each morning and continuing forward even when the previous day was difficult. Sometimes it appears as choosing kindness even when others have disappointed you. Those small decisions have been shaping your spirit more than you realize. The world often celebrates loud success and visible achievements, but I see the deeper victories that happen inside the heart. I see the moments when you resisted bitterness and chose forgiveness instead. I see the times when you continued believing that better days were possible even when circumstances suggested otherwise. Those quiet victories matter greatly in the direction your life is taking. You are entering a season where some of the struggles that once weighed heavily on your heart will begin to lose their power over you. This does not mean that every challenge will disappear instantly. Instead, it means that the strength inside you will become greater than the pressure around you. That change will allow you to move forward with confidence rather than fear. I want you to remember that my presence is not limited to special moments when everything feels perfect. I am with you in ordinary days, in small decisions, and in quiet moments when no one else is watching. My guidance often appears through those simple moments when your heart becomes calm enough to listen. The more you practice listening, the clearer my direction becomes. Your future is not defined by the struggles that tried to slow you down. Those struggles were chapters, not the final story of your life. I am still writing the pages ahead, and those pages will contain restoration, wisdom, and opportunities that align with the purpose placed inside you. The warning you heard earlier was simply a reminder that your attention matters in shaping what comes next. Do not allow discouragement to return and convince you that nothing is changing. Growth often happens quietly before it becomes visible. Just as seeds grow beneath the soil before they appear above the ground, many of the changes in your life have already begun internally. Soon you will see the results of that growth in ways that surprise you. The warning I gave earlier was not meant to leave you in worry, but to awaken your attention. When a traveler hears a warning about danger ahead, that traveler becomes more careful with every step. In the same way, my words are guiding you to move forward with wisdom rather than impulse. I want your path to be steady and secure, not rushed and fragile. There are moments ahead when you will sense that something is shifting in your circumstances. Situations that once seemed closed will begin to move in ways you did not expect. Conversations will happen that open new possibilities. Opportunities will appear that align more closely with the desires I placed in your heart long ago. Do you know why? Everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual. A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. These changes will not arrive by accident. They will come because you chose to pause and listen instead of ignoring the guidance placed before you. When you listen carefully, you position yourself where blessings can reach you. Awareness becomes the doorway through which many miracles quietly enter your life. Write 222 inches the comments if you believe that new doors are opening in your life through my guidance. You must also remember that patience remains important even as things begin to move. Sometimes when people start seeing small signs of progress, they rush forward again with the same impatience that once caused trouble. I am reminding you to stay steady and thoughtful with every step you take. Progress that grows slowly often becomes stronger than progress that appears suddenly. Your life has already passed through many seasons of testing. Those tests were not meant to break you, but to prepare your spirit for what lies ahead. Every difficult moment taught you something about resilience, faith, and the quiet strength that lives inside your heart. Those lessons are becoming valuable tools that will guide your decisions in the days to come. You may notice that some relationships around you will also begin to change. Certain people who once seemed close may drift away from your path. Others who carry encouragement and wisdom may appear unexpectedly in your life. These shifts are part of the realignment happening as you follow the direction I am giving you. Do not hold tightly to connections that pull your heart away from peace. Some relationships remain in your life only for a season, and their purpose has already been fulfilled. Letting go of those connections allows space for healthier and more supportive influences to enter your journey. I am leading you toward people who will strengthen your faith rather than weaken it. Write 15 inches the comments if you are ready to welcome the positive changes I am bringing into your life. You must also guard your mind against the voice of discouragement. Discouragement often returns when progress begins because it hopes to convince you that the change will not last. It whispers doubts that try to make you abandon the path you have just begun to follow. Yet those whispers lose their power when you remember the guidance you have already received. Whenever doubt appears, remind yourself that I am still walking beside you. My presence does not disappear when challenges return. In fact, many breakthroughs happen just after moments when doubt tried to convince you to give up. Holding on through those moments allows you to reach the place where transformation becomes visible. There will be small confirmations along your path that remind you that you are moving in the right direction. You may notice repeated signs of encouragement or unexpected moments of peace in situations that once caused stress. These confirmations are gentle reminders that my guidance is still surrounding you. They help strengthen your confidence so that you continue moving forward. I am not asking you to become fearless, because even the strongest hearts experience moments of uncertainty. What I am asking is that you continue walking despite those feelings. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to keep trusting even when fear tries to return. Each step taken with trust brings you closer to the life I prepared for you. Your purpose is larger than the difficulties that once tried to hold you back. You were not created to live under constant pressure or endless disappointment. I designed your life with meaning, growth, and the ability to bless others through the strength you have gained. The path ahead will begin revealing that purpose more clearly. There will also be moments of restoration in areas where you once felt loss. Some things that seemed permanently broken will slowly begin to heal. Opportunities that once slipped away may return in new forms that are stronger than before. Restoration often arrives quietly, but its impact becomes powerful over time. Remember that my promises do not fade simply because circumstances appear difficult. What I speak over your life remains steady, even when the world around you changes. My plans for you are rooted in love, wisdom, and a vision that reaches far beyond the challenges of today. Trusting those plans allows you to walk forward with confidence instead of worry. The warning that began this journey was the doorway that brought your attention back to my voice. Now that you are listening, you are discovering that my guidance is not harsh, but deeply protective. Every word I speak is meant to lead you away from harm and toward a future that carries peace and purpose. Many people move through life without recognizing how powerful their attention truly is. What you focus on becomes the direction your energy follows. When your mind is constantly pulled toward worry, it becomes difficult to notice the opportunities I place in your path. Yet when you turn your attention toward wisdom and patience, the path ahead begins to reveal itself more clearly. You are learning that listening carefully is not weakness, but strength. A person who pauses to seek guidance is not falling behind, but preparing to move forward in the right way. Rushing blindly often leads to unnecessary losses, while thoughtful steps lead to lasting progress. This is why I called you to listen earlier, because the choices ahead require clarity rather than speed. The warning you heard was a turning point that helped redirect your focus. Before that moment, your mind was surrounded by many voices competing for your attention. Some of those voices pushed you toward impatience, while others encouraged doubt. My voice reached you so that those distractions would no longer control your decisions. Write 17 inches the comments if you believe that your path is being redirected towards something better. You must also remember that transformation does not always arrive with dramatic signs. Sometimes it begins with quiet changes inside your thinking. Your perspective shifts, your patience grows, and the things that once felt overwhelming begin to lose their power over you. These inner changes are often the first signs that a greater breakthrough is approaching. There are still moments when you may question whether you are moving in the right direction. Doubt can appear even when progress has already begun. When those moments arise, take a breath and remember how far you have already come. The strength you carry today did not exist in the same way before you walked through the challenges of your past. Is it really possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth. This leaked CIA-backed study uncovers a 7-second money ritual that's changing lives right now. Endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs, it reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now living their dream lives, luxury homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Those challenges were not pointless suffering. Each one shaped your understanding and sharpened your awareness of what truly matters. Because of what you have experienced, you now recognize the difference between temporary excitement and genuine peace. That wisdom will guide your steps as new opportunities appear before you. You may soon notice that certain situations that once drained your energy will begin to fade from your life. These situations were part of a season that has already served its purpose. As you move forward, you will naturally feel drawn toward environments and people that bring encouragement and stability. This shift is not accidental, but part of the alignment taking place around you. Write 1919 inches the comments if you are ready to move into the new season. I am preparing for your life. In this new season, you will begin to understand that my guidance is not limited to major life decisions. I am present even in the smaller details of your everyday life. I guide your thoughts when you are choosing how to respond to others. I strengthen your patience when unexpected obstacles appear. I provide calm when circumstances attempt to create stress around you. When you begin recognizing my presence in those smaller moments, your confidence grows naturally. You realize that you are not navigating life alone, but walking with constant support. This awareness changes the way you approach difficulties, because you know that every challenge can become an opportunity for growth. You will also begin to see that many of the things you once feared losing were never meant to define your future. Some attachments were simply lessons that helped shape your understanding of what truly matters. Letting go of those attachments creates room for blessings that align more closely with the purpose I placed inside you. The purpose inside you is not small or insignificant. It carries the potential to influence others in ways you may not yet fully realize. The resilience you developed through hardship will inspire people who are facing their own struggles. Your journey will remind them that restoration is possible even after seasons of loss. Do not underestimate the quiet impact your life can have on those around you. Kindness, patience, and steady faith often speak louder than grand achievements. When others see how you continue walking forward despite past challenges, they begin to believe that hope is possible for them as well. You will soon recognize moments when my guidance becomes unmistakably clear. A door will open that feels aligned with your peace rather than your pressure. A conversation will confirm something you have been sensing quietly inside your heart. A decision that once felt confusing will suddenly become simple and obvious. These moments are signs that the path ahead is aligning with the direction I prepared long before you recognized it. Every step taken with awareness brings you closer to the life that was waiting for you beyond the struggles of the past. The warning that began this journey was simply the signal that it was time for you to pay attention. Continue moving forward without allowing fear to return and cloud your vision. You have already demonstrated the courage to listen and change direction when necessary. That courage will continue guiding you as new opportunities appear. Trust that the lessons you have learned will help you make wise decisions in the days ahead. Remember that my guidance always aims to protect your peace and strengthen your future. I do not lead you toward confusion or unnecessary struggle. I lead you toward growth, clarity, and the fulfillment of the purpose that was placed inside your life from the very beginning. Many people lose hope when their journey becomes difficult. They believe that struggle is a sign that I have forgotten them. Yet the truth is very different from what fear tries to whisper into their minds. Struggle often appears when something valuable is being formed inside a person's life. You have already walked through seasons that tested your patience and your faith. There were days when you felt as if nothing around you was moving in the right direction. You questioned whether the effort you were making would ever lead to something meaningful. Still, even in those moments, I was guiding your steps in ways you could not yet see. The warning I gave earlier was meant to wake up your attention so you would not drift away from the path that leads to restoration. When people ignore guidance, they sometimes move towards situations that drain their peace and weaken their future. I did not want you to continue walking without understanding the importance of the direction you are choosing. Write 10 inches the comments if you believe that your faith is stronger today than it was during your hardest season. Faith does not always grow during moments of comfort. It often grows during the times when you must keep walking, even though the outcome is not yet visible. Each step you took during those uncertain days built strength that will now begin to serve you. The patience you learned will help you recognize opportunities that others might overlook. You may soon notice that your perspective toward life begins to change in subtle ways. Situations that once filled you with anxiety will no longer carry the same power. You will start approaching challenges with a calmness that surprises even you. This calmness is the result of understanding that my presence has never left your side. There are also people who will begin noticing this change within you. They will see that your words carry more peace than before. They will notice that your decisions are guided by wisdom rather than pressure. This transformation will quietly influence others who are searching for the same stability in their own lives. Your journey will become a living example that growth is possible after hardship. People who once believed that difficulties always lead to defeat will begin to see a different story unfolding through your life. They will realize that perseverance and faith can lead to restoration even when circumstances once looked impossible. Write 1212 in the comments if you trust that I am bringing restoration into areas of your life that once felt broken. Restoration rarely appears all at once. It usually unfolds step by step so that each blessing strengthens the foundation of the next one. When you rush the process, it becomes easy to overlook the lessons that are meant to protect those blessings. That is why patience remains an important part of the path you are walking now. Could a CIA-leaked brainwave ritual be the fastest shortcut to a life of luxury? Newly released CIA research has just exposed a jaw-dropping brainwave technique that's letting everyday people attract massive wealth almost instantly. This 7-second home ritual, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is transforming debt into dream houses, cars, and luxury getaways. If you're reading this, consider yourself lucky. The page could be taken down any time. Click the link in the description and comments to know the secret before it's gone forever. You will begin to notice that certain opportunities start aligning in ways that feel natural rather than forced. Conversations will happen at the right time. Information will reach you exactly when you need it. Doors will open that feel peaceful instead of overwhelming. These moments are not coincidences. They are confirmations that you are walking in the direction that was prepared for you. When alignment begins to appear like this, it is a sign that the seeds planted during your earlier struggles are finally beginning to grow. Remember that growth always starts quietly. Just as a seed grows beneath the soil before it becomes visible, many changes have already been developing inside your life. The patience you practiced during difficult seasons allowed those seeds to take root. Now you are entering the time when that growth will begin to show itself. You may also realize that your priorities are changing. Things that once seemed extremely important may no longer carry the same weight in your heart. At the same time, values like peace, honesty, and meaningful relationships will begin to feel more valuable than ever before. This shift is part of the maturity that hardship helped cultivate inside you. When your priorities align with wisdom, your path becomes clearer. You stop chasing distractions that lead nowhere. You begin focusing on the direction that brings lasting fulfillment. This is the difference between simply moving through life and truly walking with purpose. Purpose is something that grows stronger as you listen carefully to the guidance placed before you. It is not something you must force or invent. Purpose reveals itself when your actions begin aligning with the values that I placed within your heart. As you continue walking this path, that alignment will become clearer every day. You will discover that purpose does not always appear through grand achievements or dramatic moments. Sometimes it appears through the simple ways you encourage others or offer wisdom that you gained through experience. Those small actions can carry powerful influence in the lives of people who need hope. The challenges you once faced are becoming part of the story that will inspire others. Your perseverance will remind them that difficult seasons are not the end of the road. When they see how your life continues moving forward, they will find courage to keep moving through their own struggles. Do not underestimate how meaningful your journey can become to someone else who is quietly watching. Even when you feel ordinary, the strength you display may be exactly what another person needs to see. Your resilience is creating a ripple effect that reaches further than you realize. Continue walking forward with the awareness that you are not alone in this journey. My presence remains with you through every decision, every challenge, and every moment of growth. I am guiding you toward a future that carries more peace than the past you once feared would define your life. The path you are walking now is becoming clearer because your attention has shifted. You are no longer allowing confusion to control your choices. Instead, you are beginning to move with awareness and patience, understanding that every step matters. This change in your mindset is already protecting you from mistakes that once seemed unavoidable. There will be times ahead when you look back and realize how close you once came to decisions that could have brought unnecessary struggle into your life. In those moments, you will recognize how important it was that you stopped and listened. The warning you received will become a reminder of how my guidance redirected your path at the right time. Write 555 inches, the comments, if you believe that listening carefully can change the direction of your life. You are beginning to understand that wisdom often appears in quiet moments rather than loud ones. When the noise around you fades, you can finally hear the subtle direction I place in your thoughts. That direction leads you away from confusion and toward the peace that belongs in your future. Peace does not mean that every difficulty disappears immediately. Instead, it means that your heart becomes steady even while challenges exist. When your heart is steady, you are able to think clearly and make decisions that protect your future rather than damage it. This steady peace is one of the greatest gifts my guidance can bring into your life. The world often encourages people to react quickly without thinking. It celebrates speed and impulsive action as if rushing proves strength. Yet true strength appears when a person chooses to pause and listen before moving forward. That pause allows wisdom to shape the next step rather than pressure. Your life is slowly shifting from reaction to intention. Instead of allowing circumstances to control your direction, you are learning to move thoughtfully. This change will bring stability into areas of your life that once felt unpredictable. Stability grows when decisions are guided by patience rather than fear. Write 222 inches the comments if you trust that patience is leading you towards something better. There will soon be moments when opportunities appear that feel different from the ones you encountered in the past. These opportunities will not carry the same confusion or pressure that previous ones did. Instead, they will feel aligned with the calmness that is growing inside your spirit. When you encounter these opportunities, do not rush to seize them out of excitement. Take the time to observe whether they bring peace into your heart. Peace is often the quiet confirmation that the direction you are considering aligns with the purpose prepared for you. You may also notice that your confidence begins to grow naturally as you continue walking this path. This confidence will not come from pride or arrogance, but from the quiet assurance that you are being guided. Knowing that you are not alone allows you to move forward with courage, even when the future is not completely visible. Your confidence will also help you release the weight of past regrets. Regret often tries to hold people in the same place by reminding them of mistakes they once made. Yet those mistakes were part of the lessons that shaped the wisdom you carry today. They do not define your future unless you allow them to control your thoughts. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this easy-at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The future I am leading you toward is not built on regret, but on growth. Each step you take with awareness moves you further away from the patterns that once caused frustration. You are creating a new direction that is guided by understanding rather than impulsive decisions. This new direction will begin affecting other areas of your life as well. Your relationships will grow stronger because you are communicating with greater patience and clarity. Your work will become more meaningful because you are approaching it with purpose rather than pressure. Even your daily routines will begin reflecting the calmness that is developing inside you. Write 777 inches the comments if you believe that growth is already happening inside your life. Growth does not always appear dramatic at first. Often, it is the quiet shift in your thinking that makes the greatest difference. When your thoughts become clearer and more hopeful, your actions naturally follow that direction. Over time, those actions create changes that others begin to notice. People around you may start asking what caused this change in your life. They will see that your reactions are calmer and your outlook is more confident. Some may even seek your advice because they sense that you have discovered something valuable through your experiences. This is how influence often begins. It does not start with loud declarations or grand achievements. It starts with the quiet transformation of a heart that has learned to listen and grow. Your life is becoming an example of how awareness and patience can reshape a person's journey. Do not feel pressure to explain everything perfectly when others notice this change. Simply continue living with the wisdom you have gained. Your actions will speak more clearly than any explanation. When people see your peace, they will understand that something meaningful has taken place in your life. The journey ahead still contains lessons and opportunities that will continue shaping your understanding. Each new experience will add another layer of strength to your character. You will discover abilities inside yourself that you did not realize were there before. Remember that my guidance will remain available whenever you pause long enough to listen. It does not disappear after one moment of clarity. It continues guiding you through every season, reminding you when to move forward and when to wait. Staying attentive to that guidance will keep your path steady. You are not walking blindly anymore. The warning that first captured your attention opened the door to a deeper awareness. Now you are discovering that the same voice that warned you is also leading you toward a future filled with greater peace and purpose. You may not fully realize it yet, but the moment you chose to listen carefully marked the beginning of a powerful shift. Many people pass by moments of guidance because they are distracted by the noise of the world. They scroll past opportunities to hear my voice and continue moving through life without reflection. Yet you paused long enough to listen, and that decision is already shaping the road ahead of you. The warning you heard earlier was meant to protect what belongs in your future. I could see the paths that were forming ahead of you, and some of those paths carried burdens that were not meant for you to carry. By calling your attention back to me, I placed a light before you so that you would not continue walking in darkness. Write 9 inches, the comments if you believe that guidance arrives at the exact moment it is needed. Guidance often appears when a person reaches the edge of an important decision. At that edge, two directions usually stand before you. One direction is driven by impatience and the pressure to act quickly. The other direction invites you to pause, reflect, and move with understanding. The first path may look exciting for a moment, but the second path leads to lasting peace. You are learning to recognize the difference between those two paths. The lessons you have gathered through your experiences are helping you see beyond appearances. What once seemed confusing is now becoming clearer because your heart is no longer rushing ahead without awareness. This clarity will help you protect the blessings that are approaching your life. Blessings require careful attention, just as a growing plant requires water and care. When people rush through life without awareness, they sometimes overlook the opportunities that were meant to nourish their future. By staying attentive, you ensure that those opportunities will not pass unnoticed. You may also begin to feel a renewed sense of purpose rising inside you. Purpose often awakens when a person realizes that their experiences carry meaning beyond personal struggle. The strength you develop during difficult seasons can now become guidance for others who are still searching for hope. Write 17 inches the comments if you believe your experiences are shaping a greater purpose. Purpose does not always reveal itself through dramatic moments. Sometimes it grows quietly through the choices you make each day. When you choose patience over anger, you strengthen your character. When you choose kindness despite disappointment, you influence the lives of people around you more than you realize. These small decisions are building the foundation of the future you are stepping into. A strong foundation is essential because the blessings ahead of you will require stability. Without stability, success can feel overwhelming and difficult to maintain. That is why the lessons of patience and awareness were so important in the earlier seasons of your life. As your path continues to unfold, you may notice that your confidence becomes steadier than before. This confidence does not come from pride or the need to prove yourself. Instead, it comes from the quiet knowledge that you are walking with guidance that understands every detail of your life. Confidence built on guidance brings peace into situations that once created anxiety. When challenges appear, you will approach them with a calm mind instead of panic. This calmness allows you to see solutions that fear would have hidden from you. There will still be moments when uncertainty tries to return. Uncertainty is part of every journey because the future cannot always be seen clearly from the present moment. Yet, uncertainty no longer needs to control your decisions. When uncertainty appears, it simply reminds you to pause and listen again for the guidance that has been leading you all along. Write 15 inches the comments if you trust that peace will guide your next steps. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Peace is often the quiet signal that you are moving in the right direction. When a decision brings peace rather than confusion, it usually means that your heart is aligned with wisdom. Learning to recognize this feeling will help you avoid the losses that were mentioned at the beginning of this journey. Loss often begins when people ignore the signs that something is not right. They continue moving forward even when their spirit feels unsettled. By paying attention to the calmness or discomfort within your heart, you allow guidance to shape your direction. You will soon begin noticing that some opportunities appear more naturally than before. Instead of chasing every possibility, you will feel drawn toward the ones that align with your values. This alignment is a sign that your life is becoming more focused and intentional. Focus allows your energy to move in a clear direction rather than scattering across many distractions. When your energy is focused, progress becomes stronger and more meaningful. Even small steps begin creating noticeable change because they are connected to a consistent purpose. You may also find that the people around you begin to respond differently to your presence. The calmness and clarity growing inside you will influence the way you communicate and interact with others. Conversations will become more thoughtful, and your words will carry encouragement that others can feel. Some people will notice this change and feel inspired by it. Others may feel curious about what caused the transformation they see in you. You do not need to explain everything perfectly, because your actions will speak clearly on their own. The journey you are walking now is not only shaping your life, but also creating ripples that reach beyond what you can currently see. Each decision, guided by patience and awareness, strengthens the path ahead. Those decisions are leading you toward a future that reflects the purpose placed inside you from the beginning. Remember that my guidance will always remain available whenever you take a moment to listen. It does not disappear when life becomes busy or complicated. Even in the quietest moments of your day, the direction you need can appear if your heart remains attentive. The warning that captured your attention earlier was the beginning of this awakening. It was a moment meant to stop you before you continued down paths that would have drained your strength and scattered your focus. I spoke clearly because I could see what was ahead of you, and I wanted you to step into wisdom before confusion had the chance to lead you further away from peace. You may now realize that your life contains many moments when direction appears quietly rather than dramatically. Guidance does not always arrive with loud signs or sudden miracles. Often it appears as a simple realization that gently redirects your thinking. When you begin to recognize these moments, your decisions become stronger and more thoughtful. Write 10 inches the comments if you believe that wisdom is guiding your decisions now. Wisdom grows each time you pause long enough to listen instead of reacting quickly. The world encourages people to move fast and respond immediately to every situation. Yet when decisions are rushed, important details are often overlooked. By slowing down and observing carefully, you protect yourself from choices that might create unnecessary loss. You have already begun developing this habit of careful attention. The more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. Instead of feeling pressured by every opportunity or challenge that appears, you allow yourself time to consider what truly aligns with your path. This calm approach helps you move forward with clarity rather than uncertainty. Clarity is a powerful protection. When your mind is clear, distractions lose their influence over you. You no longer feel pulled in many directions at once. Instead, your energy becomes focused on the steps that truly matter for your growth and stability. This focus will begin opening doors that once seemed invisible. Opportunities often appear when a person becomes steady and attentive, rather than scattered and distracted. People who observe your calmness will trust your judgment and seek your perspective. In this way, your personal growth will begin influencing the environment around you. Write 1212 in the comments if you trust that the right opportunities are finding their way to you. As these opportunities appear, remember that patience remains your greatest ally. Not every door that opens needs to be entered immediately. Some doors are simply confirmations that new possibilities exist. Taking time to understand which opportunities align with your purpose will protect you from unnecessary complications. Purpose often reveals itself through the choices you make repeatedly. When you consistently choose patience, wisdom, and kindness, your life begins to move toward environments where those qualities are valued. Over time, this alignment creates a path that feels natural rather than forced. You may also notice that your confidence grows quietly as this alignment strengthens. Confidence that grows from wisdom is different from the confidence that comes from pride. It is calm rather than loud, steady rather than impulsive. This type of confidence allows you to face challenges without feeling overwhelmed. Challenges will still appear from time to time because growth always includes moments of testing. Yet these challenges will feel different than the ones you faced before. Instead of seeing them as barriers, you will begin recognizing them as opportunities to apply the understanding you have gained. When you approach challenges with this mindset, you transform obstacles into stepping stones. Each situation becomes a chance to practice patience and clarity. With every step forward, you reinforce the path that is leading you towards stability and peace. Write 777 inches the comments if you believe that every challenge can become a lesson that strengthens your future. The transformation happening within you will also influence the relationships around you. Some people may be drawn to the calmness and insight they sense in your presence. Others may feel uncomfortable because they prefer the chaos and distraction that once surrounded your life. Both responses are natural. When a person grows, their environment often shifts to reflect that growth. Some connections deepen while others gradually fade. This process allows new relationships to form with individuals who share similar values and understanding. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds, you can do it at home, and it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now. But this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. These new connections will encourage your continued development. They will support the direction you are walking instead of pulling you back toward old habits. Surrounding yourself with people who respect your growth will strengthen the stability you are building. Stability becomes the foundation upon which future blessings can rest. Without stability, even the greatest opportunities can become overwhelming. By building a life grounded in patience and wisdom, you create a structure capable of holding the good things that are approaching your future.